Ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed a very privileged moment for all of us that His Excellency, the Governor of Punjab, Chief Guest this morning, Shri VP Singh Badnaurji is with us over here. We extend him a very, very hearty welcome for joining us and blessing the occasion. Hearty welcome. I would also request our distinguished speakers this morning, Professor K. Srinivas, who comes from UPA, from the Ministry of HRD, who is working on MOOC and the Moodle, particularly in the higher education. We extend a very hearty welcome this morning for joining us. We have also been joined by Dr. Angel Ratnabai, who is with ICT, NCERT, school education. I would also extend a very warm welcome to Dr. Ashok, who is the head of the Asia Pacific for Intel, particularly when we are talking about digital technology. The person who is from Rajasthan, who comes from Alwar, who has developed 65 education apps. Extending a hearty welcome to Imran Khan. I would also request Jan Kondal, senior citizen, and the gentleman who is the president of senior citizens, extending you a very warm welcome for joining us this morning over here. There's a gentleman who walks, who thinks all the time when we talk about Punjabiyat. We have got Professor Satish Verma, who has done commendable work with regard to as far as the media entertainment industry and the culture of Punjab is concerned. The councillors, those who have joined us over here, Education Department from Chandigarh, Barar Sahab, of course, right over here. You can see the DPI schools. He gave me all unstinting support for today's event. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this morning I would like to share with His Excellency that our chamber, International Chamber for Service Industry, there are 5 verticals in India: CII, FICCI, PhD House, Chamber of Commerce, SHM and ICSI. 1995, for the first time, all non-resident Indians who got together, and there was a Punjabi Parvasi Divas which started for the first time to get the non-resident Indians for the development process of Northern India. 2003, we made a presentation that time to the Prime Minister of India, Vajpayee ji, and Punjabi Parvasi Divas was converted to Parvasi Bharatiya Divas. And since then, 2003, every year you have got a Parvasi Bharatiya Divas, which brings in, that is the first contribution our chamber brought to this particular system and this particular arena. The power of education with the digital mode is very, very important, which we have to work on. Our chamber, when it is working towards education, Chandigarh, we would like to work it out up to 31st December 2017 emerges, and everybody world over knows that Chandigarh is a destination for digital education besides tourism and other activities. The concept of finishing school, Punjab is the first state which has got 13 finishing schools being set up in the remote corner out of the 48 government colleges of Punjab. When Roshan Zankaria ji and all that took initiative from the center, we brought the entire thing towards Punjab. We started on 21st January, all the councillors and educators of the Tricity, the first project which we started on Digital India. And with that as an initiative, thereafter with the mayor on 8th of March, we had the International Women's Day right in Tagore Theatre. Again, we worked on the entire concept, how the women have to be empowered with regard to the digital education system. And on the World Health Day, 7th of April, there was a beautiful debate in Tagore Theatre whether education takes a priority or health takes a priority. What is the balance which has to be brought in these two? If the healthy mind is there, healthy child is there, how the education is going to empower? Sir, I wish to share with you 35,000 young boys and girls in the Northeast are today getting trained as yoga teachers to go abroad and take up a job. I personally feel in our schools and colleges in Chandigarh, Mohali and Panchkula, we should think about somewhere taking on something related to this field also, which can create some job opportunities overseas for our children. ITFT College, Professor Dr. A.C. Vaid. He is looking after ITFT College with the finishing school over here. And this is the first institution where all teachers in Chandigarh, entire college, they are Google Certified Trainer 1. None of the teacher is without digital education. Chandigarh is the first city where 2,500 tribal youth from the Northeast, they were adopted in 2003, and the journey started, and we understood, we realized, unless we do not work on their personality, on their communication skills, we will not be in a position to bring a confidence and bring them at par with other students, those have come from the convent background. And that was the thing which gave a birth to the entire concept, to the entire vision and the concept of finishing school. Each one of us, those are sitting over here, put your hands together. This is the vehicle which has been launched, which is the first vehicle. It is the wheel. When I'm talking about skills on wheels, this particular vehicle will be available free of cost to Barar Sahab and to the education department in Chandigarh, in Panchkula, in Mohali. Make optimum use of it for the youth, those are from the weaker section of the society. Let's take a pledge before Honorable Governor and Administrator Chandigarh. Let us say, all of us together, I take pledge to work with students, educators, counselors, and youth of our Tricity, Chandigarh, Mohali, Panchkula, to become future ready by engaging in a wide range of digital education activities and to ensure Tricity to emerge as the best digital education destination in Asia. We have got few recommendations, only 5 recommendations for His Excellency today, and we would like to go one by one if we really want results. Sir, there has to be a survey in Chandigarh, Mohali and Panchkula of the youth, those are studying in +2. We should find out their aptitude, their attitude, their inclination, their hobbies, their passion, and we should know where these children are going. We propose, sir, हर एक स्कूल एक कमरा, हर एक स्कूल अपना एक कमरा डेडिकेट कर दे जो फिनिशिंग स्कूल का कॉन्सेप्ट है, एक कमरा। और मैं गवर्नर साहब के सामने आज ये आपको प्रॉमिस कर रहा हूँ, जो भी स्कूल अपने बच्चों के लिए मोटिवेशनल टॉक चाहेगा, we will do it free of cost for each school. We will do it for you. Let's do it. We request you, sir, कि 2 महीने में हमको किसी तरीके से आप एक दिन दे दीजिए, 2 महीने में we should have this kind of a digital education interaction for all teachers and all educators and all counselors in the Tri-City. Once in 2 months, let's dedicate for teachers, trainers and counselors empowerment. Performance has to be rewarded. That is something very important, sir. Some of the teachers of Chandigarh, Mohali and Panchkula, depending on first 2-3 months performance, we will monitor, we will give the inputs to Chandigarh administration. 10 टीचर को सिंगापुर भेजिए, इनको देखने दीजिए कि डिजिटल टेक्नोलॉजी होती क्या है. Another thing very important which I would like to share. हम दिसंबर तक इस कार्यक्रम को चलाएंगे. 31 दिसंबर को लोग नया साल मनाते हैं. मैं आज ही ऑनरेबल गवर्नर साहब से in the audience would like to make a humble plead and a request. 31 दिसंबर को लोग नए तरीके का नया साल मनाते हैं. 31 तारीख को मैं गवर्नर साहब से टाइम लूंगा. गवर्नर साहब को हमें टाइम देना पड़ेगा. 31 तारीख को हम पूरे चंडीगढ़, मोहाली और पंचकुला की इवैल्यूएशन करेंगे कि हमारे टीचर्स कितने एम्पावर हुए और हमारे टीचर्स की एम्पावरमेंट से और डिजिटल एजुकेशन से इस ट्राई सिटी में क्या चेंज आया एंड हाउ चंडीगढ़, मोहाली एंड पंचकुला हैज emerged as the best digital education destination in India. With these words, I extend once again a very hearty welcome to His Excellency, all the dignitaries on the dais,
Director School Education, and my colleague Dr. Angel, and Mr. Ashok from Intel, and other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. One of the important area which I adapted in my life and my education is ICT, Information Communication Technologies. What is this all about? Do we need to learn something? We are all learning, we are all using WhatsApps, we are all using Facebooks, we are all using Twitter, we are following Twitter. But one thing which मुझे अभी तक समझ में नहीं आया, मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ इसके बारे में, अभी तक उसको टीचिंग लर्निंग में क्यों नहीं इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं किया था? तो ICT में 3 चीज़ें आप सब लोग जानते हैं. Learning about the ICT, learning from ICT, learning with ICT. We should encourage creativity. We should encourage out of box thinking. ये ICT के माध्यम से होता कैसे? And Government of India many flagship programs start कर रही. To take up the flagship programs to the key stakeholders, we need people. We need army of people. We all of us should commit with a commitment to take this one to the logical end. उसमें then ICT plays a wonderful role. First of all, we need to have a right attitude. Then afterwards, only the aptitude will work. So if we all of us can think in a same direction, definitely with the help of the ICT, we can do things. We can do much better. Thank you very much for giving me the chance.
Now I would request Dr. Angela. I think we can take on the school education. You can quickly give a brief run on to what all is there from the NCERT.
And we all know that we are keep on talking in lots of seminars, conferences and everywhere that ICT makes a lot of change. There is a lot of changes not only in education, in a personal arena also. We have lots of changes in our lifestyle because of ICT. So we can see in ourselves the change which is bringing. Similarly, it has made a lot of change, lot of impact in the areas of education in terms of teaching, learning, in the space of resources. So NCERT, as such we work, and we have a department which is committed towards working in educational technology. We take up the work of taking ICT to the school education and to the teacher education.
What I'm going to do now is but try and take you through why do we need to have ICT in education. The kids of the future are getting restless. They are born with technology. So if you look at the workforce of the future, their expectations are completely different. What we're seeing now is the entry of what is termed as millennials. You're seeing a different set of technologies right now being adopted by industry. You're seeing a rise of smart machines, machines talking to machines. You're seeing superstructured organizations. These are organizations which come in a Wi-Fi. Netflix did not exist 5 to 7 years back. So these are organizations that have grown and grown bigger than the largest organizations that existed in the top 500 list in a period of 5 to 7 years. With that, you just need to engage students, empower our educators, like I said, and enable IT. We can bring the best out of inside every student. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ashok.
मैं इमरान खान संस्कृत विद्यालय में टीचर हूँ. एक टीचर के रूप में अपने बच्चों के लिए काम करना, शिक्षा के लिए काम करना, ये मेरा कर्तव्य है. मैंने भी कुछ नया नहीं किया. ऐप्स जो बनाए हैं वो सिर्फ बच्चों के लिए बनाए हैं. कोई 2009 में पहली बार मुझे कंप्यूटर मिला. फिर से मुझे मन में ये आया कि क्यों ना इसका प्रयोग शिक्षा में किया जाए. कुछ ना कुछ इसका प्रयोग हो ही सकता है. तो कितनी बढ़िया चीज़ है, बच्चों को कुछ दिखाएं तो कितना अच्छे से दिखा सकते हैं. बस ये विचार था और इसकी वजह से मैं आज आपके सामने हूँ. मैंने थोड़ा अध्ययन किया, देखा कि वेबसाइट्स HTML में बनती हैं, तो मैंने सोचा क्यों ना ऑफलाइन वेबसाइट्स बनाई जाएं. और मैंने नेक्स्ट 2-3 महीने में वेबसाइट डेवलप की. वो वेबसाइट micworld.com. एक्चुअली मेरा पूरा नाम मोहम्मद इमरान खान है, MIK, इसलिए उसका नाम मिकवर्ल्ड था. 2012 में पहला ऐप आया था. 2015 में जब मोदी जी ने कहा, तब मेरे 52 ऐप्स हो चुके थे. और उनके 35 लाख से ज़्यादा यूजर्स थे उस समय।
There is a national integration song being prepared for 3 minutes by these people, and that has been put by these children. Song concept, research, lyric, music, shooting, editing, everything has been done by the tribal youth together, all of them. We just play this song. Sir, this is a special song dedicated to the nation.
देश हमारा ये देश हमारा है, देश हमारा ये देश हमारा है, हम सब हैं इसके और ये हमारा है।
These are the youth who have come to Chandigarh all the way from rest of India. We are proud of them, and for the teachers also. Put your hands together, come on, that's come. Yes, get a feeling from His Excellency. Yes, Arunachal coming all the way. Yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a road map which has been prepared, and this we are going to make available on the website also. By the time the program gets over today, you will have the entire road map available to you, right, coming on through the digital mode on the website. Thank you very much. Just put your hands together. Thank you very much, sir. I would request our Rupinderjeet Singh Barar Sahab, the DEO, District Education, the DPI schools over here, Chandigarh administration, who is the PCS officer from Punjab government and present with us over here.
Thank you. His Excellency, Administrator, Union Territory Chandigarh, Shri Gulshan Sharma ji, General Colonel Imran Khan ji, a very good afternoon to all of you. The stakeholders in digital program, to my mind, are, of course, school education is there. Then we have teachers, students. Then from the government side, central government side, we have NCRT, NUPA, CBSE, MHRD. This flagship program, that is the Digital India, and it is a very dear program to our Honorable Prime Minister. The initiative focuses on leveraging the latest technologies to refocus, restructure and reform the existing facilities, the existing schemes. In fact, improving connectivity through various technology is a critical element of Digital India, and one that has huge ramifications with regard to delivering an enhanced and easily assessed educational experiences for all. Chandigarh was perhaps the first UT who has launched smart schools way back in 2012. All the classrooms are equipped with multimedia projectors, digital podiums, speakers, UPS, and the content was developed by SCRT with collaboration with School Education Department. In 2016, last year, we have collaborated with Extra Marks, and we have given them 200 smart classrooms in 9 schools, and we are going to extend this classroom program in 200 more classrooms. And as an initiative and as guided by our worthy administrator, we will be launching the next smart classrooms with tabs also, so it would be more user friendly for the students as well as the teachers. ICT labs are there in 7 government schools under Ramsa. And lastly, I think it is for all the stakeholders, it's our duty to make consistent efforts to ensure that our students, they keep pace with the ever-evolving educational scenario. But from this platform, I assure you that under the able guidance of our worthy administrator, we will leave no stone unturned in bringing this change through Digital India. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Barar sir. A lot is being done in Chandigarh. A lot good is being done in Chandigarh in education, and we got to move ahead from here under the able guidance and the leadership of our administrator UT and Governor Punjab. May I now request for the much awaited moment where we got to get the sermon, we got to get the blessings, we got to get the patronage, and we got to get the roadmap ahead, how we move ahead from here while making Chandigarh as the best destination for education. I request our chief guest this morning, His Excellency Governor of Punjab and Administrative Duty, to kindly address us, deliver his sermon.
Professor K. Srinivas, Mr. Ashok Chandavarkar, Mr. Rupinder Baraji, Director, Imran Khan, Rajesh Kumar Gupta ji, Deputy Mayor, Dr. Angel Ratnabai, the person who has got us all here, Gulshan Sharma ji, General Kandal, councillors, faculty from the different schools, ladies and gentlemen. I had a written speech, but I thought that it'll be better if I speak from my heart. You all know that one sphere that has not changed. The world has changed so much, is changing so much, but something which has not changed is the schools, the classrooms, the systems, and we need a major overhaul in that. And this is what this is all about. Ken Robinson has been talking about it for a very long time. And this Ken Robinson, and I will just tell you a few things, nothing very original, but what he has been saying. He's been talking about what we have been talking about in a different way. You can have these TEDx programs and you have the best people speaking to you in your schools. You have the TV and say and learn, ask questions. This is all digital is all about. This is a new world. Prime Minister has been talking about it. Take us to the next century and we should become an advanced country. This is what I have been saying for a long time. Digitalization. And when I was in Japan and I had met the Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, and he said, India will be changing. IT is nothing but India technology. This is what he was saying. We have to be learners all the time. Why can't we understand that part of it? And you know, what is digital, what's app? You put it on a screen, they can view it, they can ask questions. It's so easy. Otherwise, you make them read one is 1 plus 2 is 3 and all that comes. But you know, if you do it on with an app with a story, it becomes so simple. I want Chandigarh to do all this and better and have the dream of Pradhan Mantri ji, where we can take Chandigarh and the education system, and you can be the motivators and you can build it. Gulshan ji, help us out. We want you to help us out. We want everybody to help us out. And the finishing school, I have yet to see the finishing school. It is one of the most important things. How you dress, what your body language is, how you think of other people. These are something very, very important. I think I may also need it sometimes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful guidance, patronage and blessings to us. And I'm pretty sure that with the entire team of the Chandigarh administration, from Mohali and Panchkula, all of us together over here, the Tricity, and we got to take this entire vision ahead now. With these words, I would request our chief guest, we got to give a small token of appreciation to the people those have come from different places. Rajendra Kumar Gupta ji, the senior deputy mayor. We have got Professor K. Srinivas from the Ministry of HRD. We have got Dr. Angel for the school education from the NCRD. Mr. Ashok Chandigarh, the regional manager, Asia Pacific Education. Imran Khan ji, 65 apps he has developed. Professor Satish Sharma, moving culture. Rupendraji Baraji, the DPI schools over here in Chandigarh. Dr. Jyotsna Wigji, the councillor. Journal Kandal, Shipra Bansal, Sheila Pool Singh, Madam Gurbaksh Rawatji, Director General, ITFT College, Chandigarh. Today is your program, Professor Vaid. Mrs. Anuchit Kaur, the Deputy Director, Education, Chandigarh. Could I request Madam Rajendra Kaur ji, where is he? I just saw him.